So apparently, I have been living underneath a rock. The world went on without me. It created brand new recipes and trends that I am just finding out about now. One of you lovely folks left me a comment and you told me about cottage cheese bowls. And before you click away and you say, no, I'm not watching this. I hate cottage cheese. I don't like the consistency. I don't like the saltiness of it. Hear me out, because this one might win you over. I recently found on Keto Focus this recipe for a cottage cheese bowl that was inspired after Jersey Mike's. I did change an ingredient or two in there to kind of give it my own spin, but I really wanted to give this a try. So let's make this together. Let me talk you through the ingredients I'm using. Obviously, I am using cottage cheese. This is the brand that I got, Good Culture. 19 grams of protein for 5.3 ounces of cottage cheese, a tomato, 2.45 ounces of tomato to be exact. I did weigh this in advance. Pepperoni, and because this recipe requires deli meat, I kind of wanted to get like quality deli meat, so I got some boar's head pepperoni. I got some boar's head salami, some black olives, cracked pepper turkey, boar's head brand, and provolone cheese. And then the piece de resistance, deli dressing, because that is the one thing about Jersey Mike's. When they do it Mike's way, they top it with red white vinegar and olive oil and Italian seasonings, and it's just so good. So this did all the job for me. You know me, keeping it nice and easy. So what we got to do first is we got to prep our deli meat. The first thing I'm going to do, who else always gets a slice of their sliced deli meat and have some when they're using it? Now that I've sliced my turkey, I'm going to go ahead and slice my salami and my pepperoni. Next, I'm going to slice my provolone cheese. Because cottage cheese is obviously cheese, you don't really have to add a lot of provolone. You're just adding one slice, just enough to give it that Jersey Mike's taste profile. Now that I have all of my meats sliced, before I get to slicing my olives and my tomato, I'm actually going to throw the pepperoni and the salami only in the air fryer for literally under a minute, because I feel like getting that a little warm and crispy will help give the cottage cheese a different texture that I know can be needed, because cottage cheese texture can be a little off-putting. All right, while the pepperoni and salami get toasty and crispy, I'm gonna go ahead and slice my black olives and my tomato. Now that we have all of our pieces ready, let's go and assemble our bowl. It is called a cottage cheese bowl, but I'm going to use a plate because I feel like laying the cottage cheese flat will give me a more evenly distributed portion of cottage cheese per bite. lastly, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of the Italian dressing. This has the olive oil and red white vinegar that Jersey Mike's subs are really known for. Here is my Jersey Mike's inspired cottage cheese plate. Let's give this a try. I am so excited. I want to get a bite of everything. I could very much incorporate this as one of my lunch meals. Keep it low carb and keep it high in protein. It's really easy to assemble. And I'm pretty sure I could meal prep this in advance. You know, all of the toppings can be refrigerated except the crispy salami and pepperoni. So I could put that like in a Ziploc bag and just leave that in my lunch bag. But prepare this overnight. Put everything in there, even the dressing. And then when I'm ready to have it for lunch, then go ahead and top it with the crispy pepperoni and salami. And this could actually really work. If I could improve on this, the one thing I would change is I would actually add some shredded lettuce because I feel like yet another layer of texture. If you try this, you got to tell me in the comments. But I'm really enjoying this. So let's go over the nutrition. This Jersey Mike's Italian sub inspired cottage cheese bowl comes out to 607 calories with 43 grams of protein and 9 grams of carbs. So if you're following a low carb meal plan right now with high protein, this actually really works. You can meal prep this in advance and just have a really easy lunch or dinner ready for you. If you like this content, please consider hitting the like, consider subscribing, and leave me a comment. Tell me if you tried this one, or better yet, give me your favorite cottage cheese bowl recipe below so that I can start incorporating more of these in my meal plan, especially if I can meal prep in advance. You guys know I like easy and convenient, so definitely give me your suggestions below. Thank you for being here, and don't forget, let's keep losing.